They can all try to hack into my phone while I'm trying to get a message out, making myself look ridiculous and humiliate myself over what you call me. Because I had all the blemishes. You could go look at the music videos I made. I wasn't afraid to show you my flaws. Like when I cook the liver too much. Because that's the only way I know how to cook it. Slicing it up in little chunks, little slivers, and letting it soak. Right? It's my own fault for not talking to my father. Just because I didn't fucking agree with his ways. Because he's a better cook than my mother. He could have given me tips on liver. When, it's my own fault. Because we could talk again now. But I'm not going to act like we're best friends. Like the last 20 years never fucking happened. Regardless of who blames what on who. I could blame him and he could blame me. But I could blame myself. Like I do. Like I always did. Right? Because you hate that. It's not why I blame myself. So you can hate it. But you do hate when I blame myself. Because these people need you to be a scapegoat for their bad shit. But they need you to scapegoat them for your bad shit as an excuse for them to keep fucking doing it. What kind of help would you give to somebody like me? I don't even ask for help or want it. Sometimes I get help where it's a burden. And it's like, don't fucking help me. I get the opposite end of the charity spectrum. I get the opposite side of it where I try not to be unappreciative of help when I get it, because I know a lot of the times help will fuck you. Help will get you deeper down the shithole. Right? Help will get you deeper in the rags. Filled with kerosene. And then when somebody goes, oh, with the match to light a cigarette, they act like it's your fault. And that they weren't dumping fucking kerosene all over the place. Around a charged up nitrogen bomb. Hydrogen bomb. Right? Around a fucking wick that you don't want to get lit. That's why I'm always licking it. So you could try to relight my wick, and I go. Now go call me a coffee head. Call me a caffeined. Right? Go steal my ideas. Go steal all my creativity. And guess what? I'll have more the next day, because creativity comes from God, not me. Creativity comes from the Creator. The root word of creativity is create. And for you to be able to create something, there needs to be a creator. What do you think? You can create something and that didn't come from anywhere? Just your mother, right? Just your father. Oh, they like to do creative stuff, so it came from them. Thank your parents for that trait and that gene. But you better thank the Creator too, because that's where they got it from. That's where their parents got it from, and that's where your great-grandparents got it from. You better, even if you don't agree with your father, you better thank God for him. Because say you like his father, where you think he came from. You think his father was always as nice to him as he was to you? You think I'm always going to be as nice to you as this? Because you think it's mean because I speak with indignation. You think it's mean because I don't care how it makes you feel. Well, you didn't care how it made me feel when I was a little fucking kid. So what's your excuse? If I'm the age you were when I was 12 or 8 or 4, what are you gonna act like you didn't know what this world was? If I could see it for what it is when I was 15, 20 fucking years ago, 19 years ago. How come you didn't fucking see it 20 years ago? When you were my age now. When you were 34 years old. How come you didn't fucking see it? No, you just went down to work and said, I can't change nothing about the way the world is. While you feed this stupid poison to yourself. Right? You use an excuse to say, this is good for me. It opens my spirituality. It saved me from the terrorists. Whatever your fucking excuse is to do bad shit to yourself. You think I always spoke highly of myself? One of my good friends that's no longer with us used to always tell me stop with the negative self-talk. And I could have treated him better before we reconciled. Before we reconciled, I could have treated him better too. I could have treated a lot of people better, but I bet you could have treated me better also. Right? You want to sit there acting like it's all my fault. Well, maybe it is for a past life. That's why I don't be resentful to God. Because any type of resent for anything you get in your life, whether it's good and bad, is ultimately resenting God. He's the one that put you here. I could have stayed with God, but my own baggage weighed me down back to this existence. I'm just glad it's the same fucking body. I don't have to restart with no memory, blaming God for bad things that happen to me, saying, fuck you, God. Right? That's what I used to do. I used to say, why me? And scream at the fucking sky and go my middle finger, flipping the sky off. When you should go in the mirror and flip yourself off if you want to say, fuck God. Because God is in you. And you're going to negative self-talk. That's saying fuck God. When you talk negatively about yourself, when you don't deserve it. See, the thing is, I was trying to show you the negative parts of me to get some advice, and nobody believed me. Until I fucking died. And then died twice. And then died thrice. And then started chilling with the 3 blind mice. Then you fucking believed me. Why do you gotta be a complete piece of shit before somebody wants to give you a little help? Why do you have to hit all the way rock bottom before you decide to help somebody? And then you get mad when they fucking screw you over. Instead of somebody that needs a little bit of help. Where you know he's not gonna screw you over. Because he spent all day in the field sweating his balls off, cutting weeds, holding a grass trimmer, pushing the lawnmower, riding the lawnmower. You know, I used to be fucking dumb, saying shit as an excuse. Oh, I was gonna pay you back. Yeah, maybe, but maybe I forgot. Or maybe I didn't forget, and I didn't want to pay you back. Or maybe I just took it, thinking I'd never get caught. Or maybe I became your friend for a dumb fucking reason. For materialism. And then we stopped being friends. For the same fucking reason. Because God showed you. Even if you don't think it's God. God shows you all day. The synchronicities. The jokes. Because when you hear me talking about something. And then you watch something else that has no relation to it. But it's saying the same fucking message as me. Or something similar. Or saying something to remind you. Like, oh, that crazy guy from YouTube. That talks about Jesus. Oh, maybe he's right. Because I heard the TV say something he said. And they don't have any relation with each other. So let me look back at what he said, and then let me look in the scripture at what he's talking about. And then let me look at all the other religious books that have similarities and realize you should stop arguing about who the creator is. Because the creator created all of it. Whether it's Buddha, Allah, Krishna, Jesus, Vishnu, all of them. The creator created all of them. And the creator uses all of them for the use that the creator has for all of us. It's not the creator's fault that you can't figure out the creator. It's not the creator's fault that you feel uncomfortable by the creator knowing who you are before you know who you are yourself. It's not your fault that you feel like you don't want to know the creator. That's the Creator's fault because he's letting you feel like you don't want to know the Creator. So you go further away to realize how much you need the Creator, because you can never go away from the Creator, because the Creator even created Satan to trick you and see how far away you will go from the Creator. You don't think I woke up this morning and thanked God for letting me take a shit without stopping my heart? You don't think I thank God for showing me the truth about everything, even though it brings me further away from people I love? Is it selfish to want truth even though it takes you away from people you love? Further and further and further, but it's bringing me closer to God, the one who loves me. If it's bringing me further away from people who offer help that hurts, fake love, appeasement, yesing you to death, then good. Because I don't want to be around fake love. I'd rather have real hate acknowledging who I am than fake love trying to pretend I'm something I'm not. Because I was never pretending about who I am. Just because I like to rap and da-da-da. You know, I never thought, I'm black, bro. I never ever was like that. I was always like this. Maybe that's why the people who did songs with me that didn't have a predetermined judgment about me never thought I was a bad person until I did something bad around them, and then they saw why I have a demon, why I got these demons, and maybe they decided to stay away from me because they don't want the fucking demon that I got. Because demons know how to jump from person to person whether you want it to or not. The devil works through you just like God does. You know? You want to stop acting so devilish, then stop. Because this ain't devilish. Me telling you the truth in a way you may not want to hear it. Or you may not like the tone of voice. Or you may not like the context or the content. It's not my fucking problem. You know? Just like it's not your problem if you already got out of debt, but I'm double the debt because of the bullshit I wasn't able to afford to pay off quite on time. Before this shit got doubled. Before all this shit happened. Before all the loans started coming back to roost when you thought you had more time to pay them. I didn't think this would happen in my 30s. I thought all this was going to start happening when I was an old fucking man. I thought I still had time to have fun, like everyone was telling me. Even when I was getting the signs from God to stop having so much fun. Stop having the nonsense fun that just leads you further away from God. That's the message I got, and turned my back away from that too for a little bit. Until it started to really affect me. And now it's starting to affect you when I don't want to be a part of it. It's starting to affect your fan base and your customer base. Because they're realizing they don't need a fucking middleman if they save a little portion of it and stretch it out. Or if they chop off the bottom of the onion and put it in some dirt. They don't need to keep going to you unless they need to be a gavone and eat too many onions and eat too many pieces of chicken. You're going to waste the food forever and then complain about you're hungry. You're going to eat malnourished poison and then complain about you're sick.